So far, nobody here. All right. Well, keep it going for a little bit and see if anyone shows up. Go ahead and we're gonna. How about now? We'll try it again with this. Plug that in. You have to excuse the background noise. Have some family over for the holiday. We're gonna go ahead and mess around with some stuff until people show up. If you want to join in, join in. I can send you the link here in a minute. Let's see. So here's the link if you want to join in. We can do whatever we want to talk about. There it is, the link, and I hope you can see that in the chat. Again, you have to apologize the background noise here. Got kiddos here for the holidays and family in town. Check something real fast. Kind of just add some stuff here, and then I'll probably call it a night if no one wants to join. So go ahead and see if I can share my screen. I don't know if I can share my screen here. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with that. There we go. That's what I want to do. One second. Update this. So how's everyone doing out there? Type in the chat if you're watching. Again, link is in the chat area. So I'm gonna be joined in here. You can hop on live with me here. Talk some ball. My kids in the back, and I apologize again. So let's go ahead. I was just gonna start entering in some plays with the passing game, trying to evolve the playbook a little bit. So we'll get to that here in a minute. We can do that live on here if anybody would like to see any particular play you want to see. Excuse me, created, put in. Let me know. So go ahead, share. All right, so I have some lots of stick, lots of corner. I think I gotta finish up with corner here. Avenue play. I wish we could see this. Let's see. All right, so we'll go bunch left. Let's call it bunch left corner. We'll add in a defense here. We'll put a defense formation in there. Let's go. Let's go with a nickel. We'll go with a nickel. See how this looks. All right, so let me get my thing set up here. So we got blue there. Orange. H is always green. Q. Yellow. There we go. All right, so let's see how they would cover this. How I would cover this. So let's go with the formation here. Okay, so got corner probably gonna play the outside leverage here a little bit. Maybe split the difference between the two right there. Probably gonna have a safety on top here. I'm gonna say a 4-man 4-man front here. I'm gonna re-technique a little bit more over here. Okay. Maybe head up, maybe a little bit outside leverage. I mean, they know me well enough; they wouldn't give. Take it. He sits a little bit more inside. He's probably gonna shift over. Probably sit here. Take away the slant there. All right, so I'm going for a running corner off this. Okay. So what could we do? What would I do off this? And there's multiple ways you can run this whole bunch setup. Typically, a lot of times, what I do is him bubble out right here. I will have the snag route on the 7-step corner. And backside, we got the slant. And a lot of times we're swinging. That's a lot of times what I'm doing. And obviously, again, simply, even though we just got 3 receivers right here, we're still first. Reading here. So just like with the corner play or any snag concept there. Is it this corner bails. He does anything but bail. Right, we're pretty much going to bang that corner. That corner. The only thing that would stop us is if this safety way hash is pre-snap. If he's on the hash or even slightly inside the hash, there is no way in hell he is getting that. Especially if this corner dropped in here, there is no way he is getting covering that much ground that quickly. Right, so once you see that corner drop here or sit in these flats here as the ones cover 2, we hit that corner route immediately. Right, there's no way that's the only way that safety gets over there is that quarter just lost the ball and it takes forever. The receiver's hand. That's the only. Let's see if anybody here wants to come on. So that is the only way that happens. So again, we're watching. If for some reason the corner does cover 3 or they're playing to cover 4 quarters, coverage, I'm getting caught. But if it's in a quarters coverage here, right? And Scales off that. Okay. Our eyes immediately go right here. And now we are just putting the stick. Now they just turn the stick. And what I've said before in some of my previous videos is play the game with this guy. If he's staying in, well, if he for some reason just chases that bubble, or if he's here, chases that bubble, okay. And we just hit the snag right in behind it. Nice. Now, what if they do this and they're basically just manned up on all three? Okay. Well, that's he plays a little bit more here, and then they're playing, you know, basically, they're each guy right there, and they're manned up here, and maybe cover one or space right here. There's space. There's space. Now you put inside coverage, inside leverage. Tries to take it with that slant. Okay. He goes with that slant. He chases that slant. He hit it right here. So quarterback's got to read that. I know that's asking a lot from the quarterback, but still, got to read that. Got to read that right there. You know, rules that you got to follow. Pre-snap, pre-snap is so important in my book. See with defense again. My philosophy is during pre-snap, that defense is going to tell you 80% of what they're doing. They're doing pre-snap. So make sure they give you pre-snap. Typically, outside of a few minor little things that happen post-snap, that's what you're going to get. Not just all of a sudden just shift over to coverage right in the case. They possibly could, but doing it and doing it successfully every single time is going to be tough. It's going to be extremely tough, and there's going to be holes, gaps in the defense, and that's where a good quarterback needs to be able to pick those apart. So, see some kind of coverage like that, and that space right there for the slant or coverage, and we have the swing route to the opposite side. I like to, excuse me, a lot of times swing my back out away from the trip where I see that space, and I see that space and chops like, okay, you're gonna give me that kind of space. I'm gonna get that ball into my playmaking points as quick as possible. So it's almost automatic. So get that. Now he sits back in here, does that. Still, that takes away space. He must be better be a heck of an athlete who chase down at the running back. If that's the case, you see something like this, then we just basically just say, okay, now we're gonna play a numbers game here, and we can just drop back pass it. We'll just run a quarterback draw. If he's gonna drop down like that, okay, he's gonna running back. Okay, and, you know, man block, maybe double here to that linebacker, block here, maybe even double here. Just forget about him and just almost like a put up here and just let the read. You got all this grass right here, so there are options. Again, you've heard me talk about it, or you've heard other coaches talk about it. It's the if. Okay, so if the quarterback does this, or excuse me, the defense do this. They do this, do this. So multiple things there that you can. So, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we're gonna save this play. We'll talk corner. We'll go corner again. Let's see. Let's add another corner play. Let's see. Want to do not diamond. Let's try a lock. It's almost like an empty formation here. So let's talk about those are empty. A little lock, corner, and I guess we'll put in a defense. So Might as well just keep it. Might as well just keep it in nickel. So, okay. Oh boy, that's not how my. All right, so let me change this for yourself. Okay, that's label. Let's make him H. We need a Z. No, we have. Yeah, let's go with you. He needs to be Z. He needs to be Z. So we have to remove that one. Maybe. Let's edit formation here. Let's see if that works. There we go. Okay, so we were in lock. I don't know why I didn't have this set up properly the way before. So X here. This is just gonna look like late just with empty formation. That's all it is, just late with empty formation. So if you remember my late, we're gonna have Z is always on the ball here. He's middle receiver. So top of the or bottom of the numbers, headline for the outside guy. 5 yards off there. Real close there. H is off the ball. Then so over here, I have Y on the ball. He's at the top of the numbers. F's off. All right, so that's probably so corner's probably gonna cover there. Corner's gonna cover there. They're gonna have a dedicated safety here, right there like that. See, they possibly do one of two ways here. They can do this way, or leave that linebacker in because they're worried about the quarterback game. Cover with a safety, then leave. There's multiple ways you can do it. I mean, really matter to me how they do it like this, probably. So maybe something like this. Okay. So we're still in the corner here. So let's get back into routes. Next. Just get these colors. I like to have these colors in here. Oh man, I didn't realize how off. Oops, he's not yellow. There we go. Off. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me, Joe. I've been drinking a little bit. So it's the day before Thanksgiving. Enjoying a cocktail. Cheers, Joe. All right. So, I'm supposed to be joined by a few friends. I don't know if there's anybody in here yet. Let's see, buddy. Got someone watching. If you want to join in, man, come on in. Be happy to have you. Happy to talk to you. We can talk some ball. Add in whatever questions you got. Help you out with anything. So, because otherwise, I'm gonna kind of do a couple more plays. I think if you got some questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Happy to help you out with anything. Type it up in the chat. Good. Let me know. Let me know what. So, all right, let's go back to it. Oh, there we go. Let's go back to it. All right, so I'm gonna edit this. This is all screwy. All right, so okay, so excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling too well. I'm messing with that. All routes here. Okay, so I'm assuming this is how they're going to cover it. Um, this is what I'm guessing. So it's really, I mean, it's just It's just corn out of late. Really, that's what it is. So if you've seen my previous videos, it's just corn out of late. So he's running the corner. I was telling you that was the corner. Boy, that's an awful corner. I'm trying to drop some mouse. It's also, and then this doesn't work like Huddle, where you can just click, 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 click. At least if there is, I don't know how to do it. That are oh, slant and sit. We got our flat route right here. So that it's just corner on the back. It's just corner right here, and backside would be just double slants, or you could have maybe a post to it. You could do either way. You can almost do, slant flat if you wanted to. Backside's really whatever you want to be. It's all about take. Now, here's one thing I like to do with empty. And I apologize for the cough. I'm trying to get rid of something here. What? Let's see. You do a little speed motion, and then he's into the flats. All of a sudden now we call lock. We call lock cheetah, H cheetah. And then all of a sudden corner right. And now all of a sudden, what does that do? Well, change some things now. Okay, so now we go from an empty sit over here with a 3x2 to the left, and we're fast motion over here, and then also corner over here. What does that change? Changes him into now. You know that he's got the corner, and now he's the slant and sit. And so we're speed motioning this as fast as we can to get him over here into this spot, and in hopes that they can't adjust fast, because my guess would be that they might roll this safety. But he ain't going to catch it. They might out here. That's fine if they want to do that. Then that leaves other routes open. The whole point of the speed motion right there is just get him in that fast as possible and to outflank them. That's the whole goal. I mean, you could shift it too. You could shift it from this way. Obviously, you could shift him over to here. I mean, I don't know what you would do with 4x1. There's multiple things you can do, but as far as running the concept, it gets a little tricky with that extra guy. So, but these are things you can do, and that's why motion is so great. Increasing that motion, because all of a sudden you see, well, how are they reacting to motion? You can just throw that in there and just have him shift, just to see how they react. Just to see how they react. You can call a concept over here. You can call something like what you call like a lock. Like this would be lock formation right here. You can call it something like, I don't know, lock and H shift, which just all H shift would be just switching basically in the middle here or right here. I mean, it really depends where you want them. H shift, and then we call slant flat left. Slant flat. So all it would do is just put him on the slant and him on the flat. And, now what we could do is based on what we see, we could call play from the side. There's so many things you can do with this to where, based on what we see here, we could have a play for this side empty. Okay. Um, that's why I like so much. That's why I like using the motion so much on this. So, it presents you a lot of options. A lot of options. And again, there it is again. If then. If defense rolls at safety, okay. Then we do something over here to take advantage of the space that he's vacating. Or we call play if we see him roll on that, then what are we doing? We're calling some sort of like a vertical or post for this guy to post it right into here. He's taking off a more right here. Do some sort of switch route. Do something where we see that piece. He's chasing this guy right here. We take advantage of him just vacating that area, work get that pass right. So it's about being obviously in communication with your coaches. Okay, one coach is going to be looking at this, that helps. They say, well, we do this, they do this. Or when we do this, they do this. Okay. And it all falls into that if then. If we motion here, what are they doing? If they motion this person, if they react to the motion this way, then we hit right here. We hit right there. You know, this cat. So real popular thing right there. So anybody have any questions on what to do with regards to that? Any you know, so, let's see. A couple people watching. So pop anything in the chat and let me know what you want to see. Or I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. Thought there were going to be some other people joining me. I forgot. It's all right. It's all good. Let's see. Any particular play you want to see? Anybody? Any particular kind of just drawing this stuff up and adding into the playbook as we go here. So let's see. Oh, there. Oh, there we go. All right. So I guess we'll save this one. Let's see. Let's talk. Let's do. Yeah, I got stick in here. So I've been working on this new playbook. Kind of just adding stuff. I know we can talk about. Let's talk about a concept basically with that. That's probably the last one. If no one else is really gonna do this, probably gonna be the last one, so that I can get my family here a little bit. So unless you got something else you want to see, um, know a lot of teams like or like that H back type. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Me personally, I want to put as much on the field as possible. So let's go to one of my let's open. Yeah, we'll go open. No, we'll go open right. Open right. So that one right. Might as well just stay with corner. I guess we can just stay with corner here. Corner, right corner. And really, you could do this one way, one of two ways. Uh, Defense might be a stack against this. Stack this one, so we'll try that. Let me see how they do. So, as you know, I like to get my colors right here. So let's get that blue. H is always green. That's red, yellow. Oops. Orange. Y is purple. All right, so let's see how they would try to defend this here. So we got corners there. I'll do just see a 5-man front. Probably have overhang there, safe, and technique there. We might have a stacked linebacker over top of this sniffer right there. Maybe that's how it might. So it's stacked. All right, so I mean, a couple ways you can do this. Um, so this is corner. We're sticking with corner here. Again, he's running the corner. Oh God! Try that again. This is so hard, right? Mouse. It's just even worse. All right. my drawing goes with a mouse. Get the slant sit here, which is really good. Deep, but we got the swing there. Okay. Now, what do you do with a sniffer bag because you can't technically run, uh, you can't run the double. Still gonna keep a sleep here. Okay. Now, what do we do here? I usually just shoot him out like that, or like post one other way. Basically, hope in hopes to just take this guy with him, so that it opens up more space here. That's all right. So, how do you do this? Well, there is the regular just corner route right there. Again, here. Follow the same rules right here. All right. If he bails, if he bails, then we go to slant. So we play this kid right here. Okay. So that's basically what we do there. Again, looking backside. It can't be double slant here, so we opt a little bit. Okay, so it does up. So obviously, okay. But here's the thing. Here's some certain things we can do. Okay, so what we is motion him over here, and now we essentially got open triples, and now now that flat route, and that changes this to a swing. Okay. Um, oh, sorry, I lost my spot there. We can if I change that around, change that around. Now, what happens here if we motion him? Sorry, shifting right here. Now, since he's got middle receiver, that rule is receiver in trips if that now the middle receiver. That concept is now going to run the corner. Got the terrible corner. He's got the slant sit. Jesus. Sit. And then he's got the flat. So you see how the rules stay the same, but the big thing is getting them accustomed to it based on motion. Motion kind of changes the rules a little bit. That's why I like to incorporate motion as soon as possible so that they understand the rules. The rule I make real simple, especially when it comes to two receivers versus three receivers. So if you have three receivers, typically in my playbook, that middle receiver is always going to run that concept, whether that's the stick, whether that's the corner route, whether that's fade out, whatever it might be. And that inside guy always on the flat route. So once they figure out that, say, okay, motion to a certain side, then that that in motion to that side, that means that okay, I motioned in from one side where I was a single receiver, I was the middle receiver. Now I'm motioning the inside receiver. And now I'm calling play for this side. What is my job? What is that is all stuff that those are all basic rules that, in my opinion, need to be hammered out. In the first few days of practice, before you really install plays, when you're talking about formations, okay, these are the rules in these formations. Okay, for example, rules was we had trips. Number one rule was that the running back was part of that. If he was running a route, he always away from the trips. Always, always. Now there were times when we would tag him. There were times that we would tell him, no, we want you going with the trips. That was something like that. Sure, sure. But basic rules, and those big rules are concrete, and those are those are basically the foundation. The foundation that you got to install in your offense from day one, in my opinion. So you install those basic rules, and then once you have those basic rules set, you build off those basic rules, and you start layering on top of that. Okay, and you keep it simple. I mean, because like you've heard so many other coaches before me talk about. Well, really, we have a small playbook, but I mean, we can make one play look like 35. And that's true. That's true. I mean, I just we just talked about corner and the rules, whether we were in empty, whether we were in that open formation, we had like the tight end, whether we were just in straight up 3-2 or whatever it might be. All the rules are the same. All the rules. The only thing that was really different is when we had a tight end, you couldn't run a slant route on the backside because it's too far inside. So that's the only thing we really have to change. I mean, so once you start labeling down those basic concepts, those basic things, it becomes easy. You start later. The goal is number one goal, especially for most coaches now in the off season, dummies, like me, too well in the playoffs. Now it's all about building that foundation with the guys that come back. Right? Once you build that foundation, you have that thing to lean on, and start adding on top of that. So, what is your foundation? And I'm going to leave you guys with this. I appreciate the few of you that are watching. Hope you got something out of this. I didn't talk about much, and hope you'll join me. But what is your foundation? Whether you are air raid, whether you are power spread, whether you are UT, what is your foundation? And you got to figure out that foundation. Whether it's running plays, whether it's passing, whether it's both. For me, it's both. All right. Even though I lean towards air raid, I still love running football. I mean, hey, what's up, man? I still love running the football, and so I find creative ways to run the football. And my goal is my philosophy for me personally. And this is not for everybody. But for me personally, is I want to play as much on the field. So that's why I kind of tend to shade away from the tight ends as much. And I'll turn those tight ends into either linemen or if they can move a catch, I'll turn them into true slot players, slot receivers, and so that I can work them in the space. I can have them working the field against linebackers where they're typically a little bit larger, maybe not as fast, or maybe they're as fast. Linebackers are as fast, but typically they have the size advantage. Set up in space and just be a big target. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that. Uh, just build a foundation, you know, whatever whatever that is. Build that foundation. What that foundation is going to be. Okay, for me, basic foundation for me, even if it was high school, would be a couple running plays, a couple passing play, like quick games for me is king to me. I like to get that ball out fast, and I'm perfectly fine with throwing 5 yards and diamonds coming down the field. I'm perfectly fine with that because eventually something down the field is going to go. I truly believe it. So, quick game, couple drop backs, and swings. That's the foundation. That's installed the first few days, and then based on that foundation, based on those rules, then we start building those packages, build those wrinkles. Because obviously teams are going to scout you, they're going to prepare for you, figure out how to stop you. You just need to have those different wrinkles and develop that. Then if they do this, then we do this, and it's all built in the foundation. What that foundation does and what that foundation is meant to do will determine how you build and build and build and build on top of it. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. I mean, I was kind of hoping I would go a little bit longer than that. So. Excuse me. So, if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer some questions. What's up, man? It's good to see you. If not, happy Thanksgiving, guys, and forward to seeing you again. I'm probably gonna do more of this live stuff more often. Right? Kind of going over stuff and doing it. join in. If not, that's cool too. So, kind of digging this little live stuff. So, but anybody got any questions? No. Cheers, fellas. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good week, and I will see you soon.